you could go back 14 years in time, what would you do? If you answered load up Minecraft and play some old mods, what are you doing? You can do that right now. For the next 100 days, I'm playing Minecraft's oldest mods. Some of the most recognizable mods in Minecraft history, and some of the most forgotten ones. And it all begins on beta 1.7.3. The mods I'm playing are from a mod pack called Mango Pack, and I'm gonna be introducing a new mod every 5 days, starting with the Aether. This is not the Aether, I know, but we have to go here first. The Aether. That only took a whole day. Now the Aether's a pretty big mod, but I have a plan to finish this thing in 5 days. We got a lot of other mods to play, and I can't be wasting time, so it's time for the plan. We're gonna need to dismantle our portal, you'll see why. 9 of this purple stuff, golden slime, and a bunny? We don't need those things. What we do need is to find the Cube Man, aka Barrett Tacken the Slider. He's honestly the worst boss out of the 3. The only requirement to beating this boss is having thumbs and having 3 Zanite pickaxes, because you can only hit him with a pickaxe, and you go through 2 of them before you kill him. That is the first boss of the Aether complete. Honestly, if you've ever died to this cube, you gotta go out to Best Buy and buy a monitor. Every boss you kill in the Aether gives you a key. This is the bronze key. It opens a bronze chest, Phoenix bow, the hammer of Notch, and an agility cape. Looks like we got some new drip. The agility cape makes you walk up blocks like this, and the other stuff I got, I have no idea what it does, and I don't give a f. All I care about is finding the next boss. I keep telling people to subscribe to the channel. They be like, I'ma do it when pigs fly. So as I said, the Aether has 3 bosses. Next we are fighting the Valkyrie boss. And this is where breaking the portal comes into play. In the overworld, I can use a bed to go to sleep, and now it's day 3. But since you can't sleep in the Aether, what I've done is technically set my spawn point in the Aether. So now it doesn't matter if I die in this fight. In order to challenge the Valkyrie boss, you need to kill 10 of these Valkyries. For these I just boxed up and edited some windows to kill them. But you can't cheese the Valkyrie boss like this, so I had no choice but to actually fight her. This boss is only hard because it randomly teleports on you. That's how I died while fighting it. But the portal strat goes crazy because I can just start the fight again and she's on the same health. Like, the bosses just stay the same health even if you die. That's a super deserved boss win right there. This is the loot I got from the chest. Nothing too cool, but when I went back to the front of the dungeon, the chest that I put most of my stuff in just vanished. So on day 4, I went through a little bit of a reset, but that was fine because I'm still only on day 4. The final Aether boss is the Lava Iron Golem, aka one of the words from that Roblox spelling game. This is considered the hardest boss in the Aether according to the dungeon ratings. The Cube was the bronze boss, the Valkyrie was the silver boss, and this is the gold boss. You have to go through this cutscene every time you fight him, and this boss moves around the room shooting fireballs that bounce off the walls, and every 4th or 5th one, depending on the stage of the fight, is a blue ball. Your job is to throw the blue balls at him. If you hit him with the blue ball, he takes damage and sends a minion on you, so it's kinda like the Ender Dragon, but like if it was not the same, like in any way. You're supposed to go into this fight with a water bucket, which is why I forgot to get one, but it doesn't really matter because all the difficulty of this fight is eliminated by the fact that he keeps his health whenever you respawn. This is the most annoying boss fight of all time though, so I don't feel bad cheating this one at all. From the chest I got 2 vampire blades and a phoenix helmet. After beating this boss on day 5, it is possible that I hold the world record for Minecraft Beta Aether. But to make my 10-year-old self proud, I want to become a master of all these mods. And I'm still not a master of the Aether, because in order to achieve mastery in the Aether mod, there's 4 armor sets I need to collect. But that's for later. Because as I said, every 5 days we get a new mod, and it's day 5. And this time we are getting a 2-for-1 special, Paxels. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty much a tool that mines everything made with an axe, a pickaxe, and a shovel. The goal right now is to get a diamond Paxel. We also need a diamond for the other mod, which I'll show you when we get it. But first, on day 6, we have to walk to a place that's going to be our base. I found out that the vampire sword I have heals you whenever you hit something, and my phoenix helmet turned into an obsidian helmet because I went into water. It's fine though, because we also need to collect full obsidian armor. On my walk, I saw some of the old cows, and this walk took so long that it started to turn nighttime. I have to inform you that I'm cheating and using a mod to turn up my brightness. It's for the video, because this is what it looks like without it. But seriously, I don't think you understand what I had to go through to find a mod that actually works for this. Some of these people are insane. Alright, we made it. This is where we're going to build our base. I don't know if you recognize it. Maybe you recognize it now? Okay, let me just show you. It's this. It's the mountain from the texture pack thing. On day 7, I started cracking open a mine underneath the base. This is true old Minecraft tradition. You got a staircase under the base. I found iron, made an iron paxel. Going up the staircase is so nice with this cape. Then I just accidentally uncovered some diamonds while starting to strip mine. I promise I didn't x-ray. This video's not that OG. Anyways, 7 is the perfect amount for the diamond paxel, so goal 1 is complete. And I also missed a diamond, so we can get the other mod item if we get some redstone. Forgot this takes forever to mine. Extra iron, x-ray to some more diamonds, and we finally just need to get some lapis. But lapis is the real diamonds when you're 10 years old and don't know what lapis is. I definitely didn't used to think lapis was diamonds. I ended up finding a spawner before I found lapis, but on day 8, I finally found the dark blue diamonds. After this, I must have been feeling like Superman making this play. I thought I was invincible or something. I also almost got caught lacking by a creeper, but luckily the Unk instincts kicked in. The creeper is swimming over to me. Is this some kind of revenge? Day 9, I finally get to show you the second mod. It's a portal gun. If you don't know what a portal gun is, I think it's a little bit faster than walking everywhere. On this day, I traveled back out to where my Aether portal was, took the whole thing apart so I can move it later, and I made an Aether paxel because I'm able to do that. The one thing I didn't tell you about this video yet is that I'm doing the whole 100 days in one sitting. I am currently 2.5 hours in, on day 9. So this is, yeah.
Wake your ass up because it's time to go beast mode.
Day 10 is new mod day, but it's not really. What? Let me explain it to you. This mod pack actually brings some features from even older versions to beta 1.7.3. Example, climbing gapped ladders. Example 2, triple chest. I don't know how to do this. Okay, it turns out it's a generation thing. Never mind. Example 3, punch a TNT. It's pretty self-explanatory. Example 4, milking a squid. Yo, give me your milk, buddy. It doesn't work. Example 5, fisting a sheep for wool. Example 6, boat elevator. Example 7 is a minecart booster. I don't know what that is, so I'm saving it for never. Example 8, photo mode showcase. This is photo mode. It's an actual old feature, I'm 99% sure. Don't know if it was actually called photo mode. Anyways, this brings us to the goal for the next 5 days. Make a house and take a picture of it in photo mode. For our house, we're gonna need a couple of ingredients. The first ingredient for the house is sand. Everyone knows why you need sand to make a house. It's to build the walls. Next up on the list is birch wood. Obviously, birch is just the best wood to build with. And last but not least, we need pumpkins, necessary for every house. I'm also grabbing wool on day 11 because I might need to substitute some pumpkins for it. You guys remember Seuss shaders? Oh yeah, this is going off. The S in Seuss stands for seizure. Anyways, good news is we got our last ingredient for the crib, and now on day 12 we can begin construction. I'm going to lie to you, like yeah, I was using pumpkins and stuff, but this house really wasn't bad. As you can see, I had to start substituting for wool, but this progress on day 12 was kinda tough. Back to material grinding on day 13 though. I mainly need more clay and some sandstone. I'm gonna need it to finish the second layer. I spent the rest of the night building. The grind continued at the crack of dawn. Had to add a little dock connecting to the water. And this is what 1 hour of manual labor in the hot sun can get you. Ignore that the door is missing. I'm waiting for a door giveaway. I know you thought it was gonna be ass. 10-year-old me would be impressed with this, I can't lie. On day 15, I began the day with a Pokemon pack opening. This is what I got. Anyways, day 15, it's out with the in, old with the new. Better than wolves mod. The only thing I know about it is that it's better than wolves. Why wolves? We have 7 objectives to complete in this mod, and for the first one, we need to hoe dirt, because hoeing dirt in beta gives you seeds, and in Better Than Wolves, you can get hemp seeds. After that, we can make a Better Than farm for hemp in front of the house. The fences stop you from trampling the crops, somehow. If you want to bone meal hemp, that's banned, but it doesn't matter right now. We just need wheat. And then we can start our first Better Than objective, cooking. This is a millstone, and I have to use a hand crank to turn wheat into flour with it. After that, we can put flour into a cauldron, but a cauldron needs fire to cook, not a hand crank. Obviously. Who would think that? Everyone knows I'm the dumbass who thought that. It's right there on the screen, 4K. I spent the rest of the day digging an area to put the cauldron, and on day 16, somehow it turned into this big hole. Okay, I had to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I need netherrack to keep the fire under the cauldron going, so I might as well build a portal room while we're at it. The extra nether portal is, for something. You'll see. I got netherrack while being shot at by the entire US military, but then when I went back through the portal, it took me somewhere offshore. I don't know where this is, but I broke the portal to make sure it never happens again. I had to Uber back to the crib, but we got our cauldron area set up. Now I cook some flour, and boom! I'll give you 5 big justices. We're sorry about your brother that passed away. Nah, but seriously, it just took me 2 days to make donuts. Also, remember I started growing hemp on day 15? Turns out I didn't. And if you're wondering why the hemp even matters, it's the main thing I need for like everything else in this mod. Like rope down thingy, which is our next objective, it requires hemp, and lots of it. So here I am breaking soul sand, because I guess I need that for something. Anyways, the nether portal did the thing again, so that's broken for the rest of the video. I made a cement bucket. It's super useful as we will not be using it. I also made a block dispenser, which doesn't actually do anything. And then I actually found the secret to growing hemp. You need to put it underneath these light blocks to grow it. So on day 18, I grabbed a bunch of redstone, some glowstone, and more hemp seeds, because it's time to actually go beast mode and start our hemp empire. Never mind, hemp's gonna take 30 business days to grow. So on day 19, while we await hemp, it's a good thing to note that I am almost 5 hours into recording, which is proof that I'm going to be awake forever. I found a wolf that was going tweak mode on this day, so I gave him some bones. We need the dog to poop for some features and better than wolves. Like, I'm not even joking. I couldn't make that up if I wanted to. Anyways, I don't remember when we got this door with an obsidian pressure plate, but getting the dogs in here was really simple and really easy. A couple minutes later, we had dog poop. Combine dog poop with food, you get poopy food. Combine dog poop with leather, and you get nothing. That's because we need to hand crank the leather into light leather. I don't know what it's actually called. Then you combine it with poo to make tanned leather. Evolution. Anyways, that's 5 days of trying to explain better than wolves, and we haven't even started objective 2. Little did I know you need to have a degree in this mod to play it. Day 20, it's time for a food break. Since we're doing a little Minecraft sleepover here, I got a pizza because that's like tier 1 sleepover food. Also, I think the guy that I installed a secret camera on his PC knows I'm watching him. Everyone knows day 20 is a new mod day, and this day is another 2-for-1 special. First off, we got the clay soldiers mod. Now, I'm not gonna play with the clay soldiers like I'm a 5-year-old. I'm gonna play with it like I'm a father of 4 blue-collar worker. I got money on blue. Come on, blue. God damn it, bro. Looks like I gotta sell the kids. On day 20, I made the decision to expand the hemp farm even more, but I needed more seeds and my hoe was gonna break. Now we got hoes. You're probably wondering what the other mod is. It's more creeps and weirdos. It adds mobs like this to the game. Yeah, you gotta go, bro. What the Anyways, I spent the rest of the day on the seeds, made a draft, then I prepared the furnaces for making 40 light blocks. I got my first 3 pieces of hemp on day 21. For my next objective, I need 6 rope, and I thought this was rope, but no, it's actually hemp fibers, and to make 1 rope, you need 6 of them. At this point, I was about to try to DoorDash some hemp. That's why we're going big on the hemp farm today. Look, I installed the entire zoo. What is this thing, bro? Oh, it's gone. That's the whole hemp farm complete. It's an endgame hemp farm, as it should get us all the hemp we need for better than wolves. So on day 22, I used the extra hemp we have to make our first 2 pieces of rope. And today was just kind of a random day. All I can do is wait for the hemp to grow, so I hit the mines looking for diamonds. And on day 23, I left the casino empty-handed. But our first hemp in the new farm had fully grown. Apparently hemp grows faster underground. That would have been good to know before. Anyways, now we have 5 ropes, so only 1 more to go. I did some chest org for the rest of the day, and that's literally all I did. But day 24 is the most eventful day ever, because I crafted an axle. And I didn't realize it, but the axle has nothing to do with this objective. All we needed was this thing, and we can put rope on it. So we never actually needed 6 rope. The rope also doesn't work to go down to the portal area, so I just had to put it on the back of the house instead. Wow, what a great objective. Anyways, objective 3 requires me to cut wood with a cutter. But unfortunately, the cutter doesn't work unless you have a windmill. Getting a windmill is also one of the objectives, but it's going to take all 40 of the hemp we have growing to make it. So pretty much we're progression locked until we get a windmill. But who cares, cause day 25 is new mod day. Day 25 was also started with a Pokemon pack, but I forgot to record it, and I got one of these zero sugar crush drinks, cause we're on the sleepover topic, and everyone remembers this legendary pack from sleepovers. Anyways, no one cares about me. You care about the Twilight Forest. That's the new mod on day 25. Now, I don't know much about the Twilight Forest mod, The only thing I know is that the old version has like 1% of the features that this mod actually has. There's these ore caves with chests and spawners, so I decided to make my goal to try and find a diamond cave for this mod. Now I had no idea if it was even possible, but there is just super OP caves in the Twilight Forest that make mining completely useless. So I got like 2.5 stacks of diamonds, a bunch of golden apples, which by the way, if you didn't know, you can't craft golden apples in this version, so please stop commenting that on my other video. This whole day itself would have been like the coolest thing ever to 10-year-old me. I definitely would have died to the skeletons though. Anyways, that's the end of the Twilight Forest for now. It's time to hit the oil rig. No days off on Better Than Wolves. Never mind. Actually, we're waiting for hemp to get a windmill, so we can't do anything. But we are gonna need like a place to put the windmill, so I nominated myself to help collect resources for this expansion. The Orange House DLC will contain birch logs, army troops defending the shores, more birch wood. That's all I got so far. On day 27, I put the birchwood to use. This is the outline for the windmill building. I now had to collect materials to actually build it. There's no shortage of creeps and weirdos. Yo! Speaking of creeps and weirdos, I got into a weird side quest here. I was supposed to take this kid to the Lollipop Man, but he just evaporated when I used the portal gun. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I started a little bit of building, but then I found the kid again. So I started taking him to the Lollipop Man. I got robbed, and then I safely brought him to the Lollipop Man. Most normal day in old Minecraft mods. This is also the most unnecessary sound effect. I got my Paxel back from the robber, then I spent the rest of the day gathering materials, cause I guess I didn't do that earlier. And on day 28, construction begins. This isn't a government construction project, so I actually had to get it done quickly, but I really don't know how I thought a whole windmill was going to fit in this tiny area. This is reinforced by the fact that on day 29, I could not fit the windmill in the spot. Keep in mind they are friggin' huge. So huge that I had to ruin the entire build to fit the windmill. But we're locked in crazy, cause that is 3 out of 7 Better Than Wolves objectives complete. Only took 14 days. We get a new mod every 5 days. Today we got the Mo Creatures mod. It adds Mo Creatures to the game. It's basically gonna blend in with more creeps, so I don't even know how to show it. Next up in Better Than Wolves is getting Hellfire. If you don't know what Hellfire is, don't worry, I don't know what it is either. All I know is we need a hopper right now, and we need to cut some wood to craft one. Only problem is, I don't know how to power the cutter. What? The solution to this is to create a power line using axles, which is the thing I accidentally made way earlier. I got wood to make them, and here's my amazing cutter setup. All this was done to get these panels to create an old school hopper. The difference between this hopper and modern Minecraft is like literally everything. They are completely different. Like for example, it spawns a ghast when you make too much hellfire dust from it. The ghast is like invincible too. The fireballs don't kill it. But now we have Hellfire Dust, which is almost a Hellfire Ingot. So on day 31, we take this to the cauldron, and 8 Hellfire Dust equals a Hellfire Ingot. Now this Hellfire Ingot can be used to make steel, which is objective number 5. To get this, we need a lot of crazy stuff, starting with a turntable. This turntable turns clay into a pot. The pot is then supposed to turn into a crucible, but to get a crucible, I need something called stoked fire. I don't know what that means. It involves something called a hibachi that takes more hellfire to make, and if you feel like I just introduced way too many things at the same time, that's exactly how I felt playing. I don't know if I ever showed this, but you have to grind up netherrack first before you can make hellfire dust. It takes forever and sounds awful. We also got sharks now. The rest of the day is legitimately just this. And on day 33, I went to the nether to start grinding hellfire dust. I did this in case a ghast spawned. Anyways, after all that, we got 3 hellfire ingots. And so we can craft a hibachi, but this is where Better Than Wolves turns worse than wolves, I'm not gonna lie. Cause to make a crucible, I needed a thing called a kiln. Now first off, I didn't even know how to light the hibachi. I needed to make this thing called a bellow for some reason. This is the only good part of the day. I found a duck. Now that we have the bellow, it kind of like doesn't do anything. And there was an easy solution for all of this, but I was just misunderstanding it. I was low-key kind of done with Better Than Wolves though. I thought I needed power from the windmill in order to light this. So on day 34, I wrote, I give up, bro. It's gonna burn the whole house down if I put it on the top. And instead, I took a Minecraft beach day. Honestly, I get nightmares from Better Than Wolves. I have PTSD from this mod. So for the next few days, I was happy to say we are taking a break from Better Than Wolves. Instead, I decided to chill on the beach. This is max level unemployment. Guess what though? We got Pokemon packs. I gotta just retire from trying to do this. I am so shit at showing the packs. No pulls anyways. And now we spend the rest of the day watching the random animals in the water. Shout out Mo Creatures. Also saw the Rizzler at the end of the day, so that was cool. People love to ask me how I spend my day after taking paid time off from Better Than Wolves. I like to craft an airship. You would think the airship mod is gonna be another grind mod, but it's just not. It's super easy to make. I was getting wool for the rest of the day for something that's not an airship, but on day 36, I was ready to hit the skies, after getting this horrible potion effect from a MOA. It literally takes control of the keyboard from you. Guess what? I have an airship, and I literally have no idea how to fly it. Turns out we need fuel to keep this thing afloat. But yeah, I figured that out pretty quickly. Anyways, rest in peace to the airship. I thought right-clicking would let me shoot arrows. Yeah, we're not getting that thing back. Honestly, who even cares about the airship though? We have this old wool color, and I'm filling the entire island in with this color of wool. And that's a stack of wool. Right there. We need more wool. I don't even know what happened here, but then I spent the rest of the day wool hunting. And I wool hunted on day 37. You're probably gonna ask why I'm filling the ground in with blue wool. Same reason I built the house out of pumpkins. But yeah, after a day of experiencing some weird mobs, we only had 39 wool, which means we needed to bring out the methods on day 38. The overworld is absolutely polluted with random mobs from the mods, so I can't find any sheep. There are no random mobs in the Twilight Forest. No random mobs equals more sheep, and that's literally the method. This is also the best place to get lapis, which is what we need to dye the wool. It's also the perfect place to get shot by skeletons off the lapis. This is the haul we left with after day 39. Enough to finish the island, but we're not finishing the island, cause it's mod day. Today is the Balkans, Muskets, and Dynamite mod, but first I lied, we're filling in the island. I lied again, we don't even have enough to finish the island. But is it considered lying if you're bending the truth? Is it considered lying if you're just lying? This is a musket at work. It's not very good. So now we just need to get a piece of TNT to make dynamite. I fought the most stupid mob ever on this night. This thing has more health than the Ender Dragon, and it only drops a golden apple. I also killed this thing. And at the end of the night, I found enough gunpowder for a TNT. What the f*** is an industrial TNT? On day 41, I had to get more gunpowder for an industrial TNT. Bro! I don't even know what I was doing there, but in this version, there is no way to get this TNT back. So yeah, welcome to the NYC subway tunnels. We need 15 gunpowder to leave. Oh, for fuck's sake, yo, what the... So now we've got our industrial TNT. I don't even want to know what kind of damage it does. And we did all that for this lame-ass explosion. So on day 42, it was time to go back to the wool project. I fought the mafia boss.
Not there. Ooh, right in the chop.
Put in some work on the floor. And finally by day 43, we had the perfect Minecraft island. Yeah, this looks stupid. But you still haven't seen the final form. Give it time. Don't even ask what I was doing on day 44. I don't even know what I was doing. I'm not gonna lie, when you play 100 days of Minecraft with no breaks, you wind up not remembering 90% of the things you did. But these next 5 days, I will remember forever. Cause we're finally back to Better Than Wolves. Swear I heard the Dracula theme song in my head. It's also mod day, but the mod is supposed to be the Zeppelins mod, and I couldn't find anything about it. Turns out I could have just searched Google, but when you're 13 hours deep into Minecraft, you become immersed into the game. There's no Google in Minecraft. Okay, so Better Than Wolves. Where do we leave off? Trying to make steel. But guess what? What if I told you this thing isn't for lighting the fire? You light the hibachi fire with redstone. So that's one of the top 5 dumbest moments. Anyways, on day 46, we got a water wheel. That was one of the objectives. And now it's time to steal. If you're wondering what the bellow thing is for, I pretty much just hand crank it to stoke the fire. We can turn coal into coal dust, then it's coal dust, 3 iron, and a hellfire ingot to make steel. That was it. That was where we quit. But thankfully now we only have one more Better Than Wolves objective left. Anvil. That's not the objective. Making steel tools and armor actually is. And you're probably wondering why I just skipped a whole 2 days. This is what the last 2 days look like. But we are finally done with Better Than Wolves, which is why the Better Than Wolves professor showed up. Nah, I actually have no idea what mod this is from, but he was causing problems, so I got rid of him. Not gonna lie, I fully thought that was gonna be Herobrine. The funny thing about Better Than Wolves is in modern day, it is now considered the hardest Minecraft mod of all time. They somehow managed to make this mod 50 times worse in the future. Anyways, we are now 80% of the way to making my 10-year-old self proud. We really need those armors though. He's not very happy. At the end of day 49, I got scammed by Pokemon again. I only have one more pack left, so we're saving it for a better occasion. Oh yeah, I also tested this steel battle axe at the end of the day. No idea if it's good or not. Day 50, day 50, day 50. If I say it 3 times, it appears. This update day adds elemental arrows. There's a lightning arrow, egg arrow, ice arrow, fire arrow, and explosive arrow. We're gonna get them all. We can already make fire and lightning, but we need to get some stuff for the other ones. A snowball, waiting 7 years for chickens to lay an egg, and creeper powder from a gun. Shout out to the snow tigers camping above me. Anyways, I now have all the arrows, but I never tried shooting the arrows. What was the point of all that? For the next few days, I got a job as an exterior designer. I'm taking this place to a whole other level. We're gonna be decorating the island with random aether blocks. So on day 51, I got started with the decoration. We're adding different sand, trees made of clouds, blue stuff all over the place that bounces you for no reason and is super annoying. But that's where we're at on day 53. We got some kind of base. Don't know what's going on in the bottom right. On day 54, I got productive. I was actually watching 22 Jump Street. But it's part of the nostalgia experience, because that movie came out when I was like 11. So it's actually part of the mod pack. The same mod pack where you can tame a wiener wolf. Me when I also killed on this day. Don't ask me what this is. Yeah, that's a day in the life. Day 55 is mod day, and I pretty much added every mod from the pack that I haven't added yet. So basically a bunch of evil mods got added, like Industrial Craft 2. These mods probably make Better Than Wolves look like Weenie Hut Juniors, so we're not gonna play them. Instead, I'm just gonna explore the map looking for new features, like a rubber tree made of rubber wood. What is rubber wood for? I don't care. Guess what ore this is? I don't even know. What is this? Black water? These industrial mods had a world gen option, and honestly I was expecting something cool, but it just adds essential items to play the mods, which is why on day 56 I was excited to hear this.
Attention. There is a battle castle near your position.
I had just been drafted to the Hunger Games. Nah, it's actually a more creeps and weirdos structure. A castle, filled with weird mobs, strange loot, and a king at the top of the castle. Definitely the weirdest place I've been. On day 57, I put all this weird loot away in a chest, except for the cookies, because you can use them to tame a camel. Slightly different than how it works in 1.21. Oh yeah, my wiener dog also passed away today. Rest in peace. I don't feel bad, I was gonna eat him anyway. Now that we've been through the entire mod list, it's finally time to do what I said I was gonna do on day 5. Aether armor sets. The armor types are Gravitite, Neptune, Phoenix, and Obsidian. I currently only have the Obsidian helmet, so we gotta lock in. I still only have the Obsidian helmet, and it took a whole day, and a whole set of armor to do that boss fight. Good thing the Twilight Forest exists. Another day, another Valkyrie dungeon. Neptune boots. My favorite feature happened on this day, and on day 59, I did a cube boss. Complete waste of time, but don't worry, there was another one. This is why I saved this to the end. At least the gummies are good. They heal you to full health, so I don't know why I just wasted one on 2 hearts. This is where the no sleep part of this really began to set in. Before this, I was too distracted by all the new shiny mods, including the guy holding me captive in his basement known as John Better Than Wolves. But now there's nothing new, and there's nothing shiny. Got a 3-piece meal off today's boss fight though. Day 61, I accidentally went through the nether portal, so I had to go back because of that glitch, and I started the day off with another cube. Cool fact about these bosses is that they have a different name each time. Not that I could ever pronounce any of their names. Something else I really love about these fights is the magma boss cutscene you have to sit through every time. It's almost as fun as the actual boss fight. Man, this is insane. Okay, but how about no armor pieces? And on day 63, it was the exact same story. Nothing. Phoenix boots. That's actually good. After every boss fight, there was another shift in the morning. Every time I walked into this magma dungeon, I told myself this is the last one. But like any professional gambler, that was not true. Well, this is a Valkyrie dungeon, but you get the point. There's always another spin on the horizon. On day 66, I was in the Twilight Forest trying to get more armor. Day 67, I was getting that armor. And on day 68, I'm still getting armor? I don't know how it took me that long. And the rest of the day, I fought big rats in the nether. It's been 12 days since we started looking for the remaining armor pieces, and honestly, something needs to change. I'm so bored. Now we're really back. If you don't know what this is my old world from when I was a kid. It has a McDonald's, a WickDonald's, an attempted copy at Ant Venom's old survival series base. Can't even afford a nether portal. Anyways, I was hoping this world would have the answer to what I should do. Should I keep grinding armor or do something super cool that you're gonna tell me to do? The world cannot speak, so I got no answer. On day 71, I decided to start a fishing YouTube channel. At least I was excited to sleep. Maybe I just need a friend in my world. Where is he? Okay, maybe it didn't work out with me and Herobrine. Like, we're just at different stages in our life, and I respect that. He ate it all, and won't even let me. Are you serious? Guess what, guys? We got armor stands. It's cool because armor stands aren't in beta. It's a mod. For the first time in 70 days, I didn't have a plan for this world, and I thought that would be good. I thought that would be fun, but I was falling asleep. Even my sugar with coffee in it couldn't keep me awake. So on day 74, I fought a giant baby, and I wooled up the house a little bit. It's a super useful addition to the crib. And then I fell asleep, hoping that something could change my fate.
Well, what am I supposed to be doing?
That's a good question. I had the idea to show the world to my friend Dawn on day 75. I thought that maybe he could help me figure out something to do.
Bro, why do you have like an infestation?
Dude, I don't know. It's not normal.
Yo!
What I didn't realize is that the first few days of this would just be me explaining everything you just watched. You know what this is?
The nether core reactor?
No, but like, bro, what mod is that from? I forgot that. No, it's not a mod. It's like a real thing that was in the game. Yeah. But by day 76, I finally had a suggestion for what to do.
Go like exploring. Go like exploring for like a biome.
While it wasn't the best suggestion, it still was a lot better than fishing and trying to spawn Herobrine. So I guess it's time to exploring.
What the hell is that? The sea monster?
Okay, I actually don't know what this is. It's a G. I don't know what that guy is. What the? What the hell?
Build something and pretend you found it.
Wait. Imagine if I just did that, how good this video would be. What if I actually built a castle? Despite our problems with finding anything interesting, it was still fun to have somebody witnessing what was happening on my screen. Yo.
Yo!
I did not know what that does.
Goodbye, sweet, sweet, sweet king.
Bro, this goo donut might actually be OP. Wait. Okay, so it's not a food. What do you think these things do?
Can you like make a pickaxe out of it?
Wait, this one right clicks.
Do it on stone, do it on stone.
What? It's so useless because the Twilight Forest just has infinite of every ore. Yo. After finding out how these gems worked, we were given one final exploring quest.
Danger. A pyramid has been discovered around
There's
the
a pyramid.
location.
Bro, I could have just built this and said I found one.
Can you dig it? Is it hollow?
I'm trying to see if there's an entrance first. Bro,
Dude, it might just be solid.
bedrock.
See if the mobs are like encaged,
Wait.
like in bedrock.
Oh,
like-
hoo, hoo.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, the pyramids were actually kind of scary. Yo, I don't know what mob this is. Like, I've never heard this sound. Oh, it's just these.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm actually stuck in here. Like, how am I gonna get out? Dude, what do I even gain from this?
Some sand.
Okay. Okay, who? Who? Okay, yo, this thing might be able to kill me. Like, this him? That's him?
Congratulations. You got a new
That's the
modpack
boss.
weirdo.
And there's just nothing in here. 10 cakes in a stack. Oh. Now this is the boss. Oh, what is he doing? Why am I levitating? I can't even hit them. What is the point of this?
Oh.
What is the point of this? It's just making me jump, but like they can't hit me. This is probably one of the most illegal places to sleep. Anyways, on day 79, we were done our exploration, so I showed Dawn the Aether. We don't want to see that. I did get a piece I needed off these boss fights though. After that, on day 80, Dawn left us with a suggestion.
Yo, can you... Oh my god, can you build an oil rig to honorary our Fortnite drop spot?
It's such a stupid thing. Why would we? Yep, we're getting materials to build the rig in Minecraft. This is what we have to go off of. But it's absolutely not going to look like that at all when it's done. On day 81, we needed some sand, but this time it's for an actual good reason. It's not walls. Let me show you what it's for. There's gonna be like an outline around the whole thing. You can see in this part, there's a big old outline. Like I'm seriously actually trying on the build. That's just what the feeling of having an objective to complete gets you. No longer do I have to turn to Herobrine for fun. I'm officially Herobrine free. This is what we have so far on day 82. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even remember why I needed clay. Back at home on day 83 getting stone, this is what the clay was for. We also did something with slabs too. This is the updated build check. Don't know why I'm still staring at it. Yo, we've seen enough. Every day I walk out of my house and get launched by the blue stuff I added all around it. I don't know why I didn't just remove it. I wanted to make use of some of the Aether blocks in this build, so I'm flooring the thing with Aether wood, and this looks the same as yesterday. On day 85, I worked towards making the rig look the exact same as it did yesterday again. Then on day 86, I had a little stairway that led to a storage room. I finished up the top of the platform on this day, got more wood because I didn't want to leave the hole in the floor, and at the end of day 86, I was officially done building the rig platform. You saw me place these wood blocks though, because we're not done. The rig actually has buildings on it. The type of buildings that require you to get wool to build them. If you've ever built an old Minecraft, you know you can never escape collecting wool. Wool can escape collecting you though, because I ended the day with only 21 wool. And I used the wool to build the first layer of the building. But I need 250 wool to even have a chance at finishing this build. And considering I still need to get the armor pieces from the Aether, we are going to be cutting some corners here. Which is why after a long day of Twilight Forest wool hunting, this is the finished oil rig building. It's well, it's a little bit incomplete. But honestly, after 24 hours of being awake, I could not care how incomplete it was. I spent the rest of the day getting a better look at my build, but honestly all I could think of was the fact that I had to go back to the Aether again. It felt like my last day before getting deployed to the military or some shit. Did not want to go back to the Aether. On day 90, it was finally time to get the remaining 5 pieces of armor. After exploring a pyramid, building an oil rig, it's time to go back to the 9 to 5. But first, the last Pokemon pack will decide our fate. I forgot to record the pack, but this is what we got. It's decent, so that means we get good armor luck. This is the good luck I'm talking about. But if you think about it, getting to sit through another magma boss on day 91 is better than looking at paint dry. I also have no idea what happened on this day. I drank a bunch of sodas in game and I got an achievement. I also found the absolute god chest, meaning we had just 3 armor pieces left. On day 92, I paid the Valkyries a visit. Got a bum chest this time though. Took care of Harl Cornaragant bum chest part 2. With only 3 pieces left, it seemed like there was no way I couldn't complete the armor sets. Just more stuff we already have. But I usually can only find 1 dungeon per day, so it's gonna take a lot more luck than you would think. Why did it go up? That's why on day 94, finding another pair of Phoenix boots wasn't very good. Combined with the fact that I needed to go home to replenish my armor, we are seriously running out of time. On day 95, I found out about these life shards that give you a permanent heart, and I continued looking for dungeons when the worst thing that could possibly happen happened. To be fair, I don't know how I was going to hit that MLG on 25 hours no sleep. But now I had the problem of looking for my stuff, because I didn't open F3 when I was falling. But I did find it thanks to the water. Now it's day 96, and I need an actual miracle to get this armor. This is not the miracle. On day 97, I had pretty much given up all hope I had of finishing the armor, which is actually nostalgic to my Minecraft alpha video where I was trying to find the golden apple. I know I said nostalgic about something that was only 2 years ago, but I don't know, it really does feel like the same ending. And that made me realize that I did everything I could in this video to make it feel as nostalgic as possible. Staying up all night playing Minecraft, the pizza, orange soda, even the Pokemon packs. I only bought them for this video. I haven't opened packs in years, but somehow the first feeling of nostalgia for me was thinking back to a video I made 2 years ago, and it was unarguably the least fun part of the whole video. So what is the point that I'm trying to make here? I literally don't know. All I know is that it feels like I achieved my goal. If 10-year-old me could see this video, he probably wouldn't understand how anything about it is significant at all. But when 40-year-old me sees this video, he'll probably be like, yo, I remember this. That shit was sick, dude. This video was never about making my younger self proud. It's about making myself proud in the future. So it's time to say goodbye to the magma boss. I hate him, and I think he hates me too. On day 99, I did the bare minimum. I got out of bed, brushed my teeth, did not take a shower because I'm on a streak, and did a quick overview of our world. This is like the perfect place to put up on Airbnb right now. Would you stay here? And after watching the sunset, it felt like we were done. But there was still one final task for day 100. You see it?
Damn.
No, you want to see the best part of it though?
Yeah, dude.
You see this?
Yo. TNTina, bro.
So, are Minecraft's oldest mods still fun? I couldn't play most games for 26 hours straight, so I'm gonna have to go with yes. While they may be a little bit old and a little bit weird, that doesn't take away from the fact that I definitely enjoyed playing them, as long as you ignore the later half of the video, and better than wolves. Okay, maybe it wasn't that good actually.